You know how sometimes you plan to go back somewhere, but never find the opportunity to? Well, we found ourselves having to duck past Perth before we leave for South Australia, and we were going to make the most of that opportunity. Found this place a few months earlier, but didn't have the gear to get in and have a look. It was a pretty hectic cliff that needed to be scaled to get down to it. We wanted to get down here with masks, snorkels, some camera gear. To get to this spot, you've got to descend down a steep cliff with sandy sections and rocky sections with some ropes. It's a pretty exciting time, and I got some great film on the way down. Here's the disappointing part. Unfortunately, my Insta360 X5 deleted 2 days worth of footage. The days before and after were still there, but 2 days were just mysteriously missing. Pretty disappointing, but what you gonna do about it? Elle snapped this on her phone, so we still had this bit. This section of track was a lot steeper than the video does it justice. With the troopy loaded up over 3 tons and the tyres sacked out, she made it over. But it was a bit of a wild ride, and I don't like to push the old girl that hard. What am I doing calling her old? I'm older than her. I wouldn't mind getting some diff locks in the future so that I could crawl up stuff like this, rather than have to give it stick. But, just like always, she made it up safe and sound. Here's some footage of another section of the coast, just to wet your whistle. We've got these epic limestone cliffs. Well, I think they're limestone, maybe limestone and sandstone. Layers and layers of sedimentary rock, isolated beaches, no one around. The swell was thumping while we were down there. No surf, unfortunately, but lots of good exploring to do. Anyway, back to the crack. Hold it right there. You've met me brother Lee in the pool room. Well, this is me little brother, Mr. T. And yes, I am wearing Speedos. Why on earth would I wear Speedos? Well, it's all about the power. Anyway, enough about me. This is about Mr. T. How's the talk in that term? Tones is a stand-up guy, and he loves surfing. I snapped these pictures of him at Margaret River Main Break. He called it 2 to 3 foot. Hands behind the back on the big bottom term, nice and cruisy, just the way he likes it. He's a bit of a strange fella, but he's a good guy. What type of idiot wears no shirt when they're at the snow? Takes one to know one, I guess. Tones and I have plenty of silly fun. Whether we're pretending to be Trappist monks or building toilets. And it just happens to be his birthday. Thanks for being the best little brother I could hope for. Happy birthday, Mr. T. So we wanted to play it pretty safe at this spot. There was a lot of current in the water and a lot of stuff to get snagged on. One of us would go down at a time. I took the first plunge. Let's hear it from the man himself.
So, there's quite a bit of current moving around under there. There's definitely lots of fish. It goes back maybe 2 or 3 meters. I can go carefully out these. Saw that little twisty whirlpools under there.
Elle had second crack. But unexpectedly found something really disappointing to see, and we see a bit too much of this.
Yeah, I thought it was some beautiful luminescent creature, and then I was like,
Elle found a fishing rig with the bait still on it.
Wanna watch with your face in the water?
We saw some young crew leaving this morning before we got there. We imagine it was them. Really disappointing to see this stuff just snagged right there in the shallows and left behind. Throw that one up and get it later. Time for another dive. It was really murky under there today. Hard to see anything. Hard to know where you were, as the ledge descends quite a lot to the left and to the right underneath that crack. Ella reckons she was getting a bit concerned about me. You know, it's really interesting seeing what types of fish are down here. And there were a lot of fish. Sea sweep, banded sea sweep, luderick or zebrafish, drummer, and the odd snapper. Oh, and maybe some butterfish. These are just the ones that I know. Well, there's a snapper. It was a full, thriving fish habitat under there.
You alright?
Yep.
Today really wasn't the ideal day to be here. There was a bit too much swell and the water was really stirred up. But the odds of us getting back again here anytime soon was pretty low. So we gave it a crack anyway, having a good look under the ledge, seeing what was under there. How's this butterfish? I've left most of the GoPro footage as a full square to give you a better idea of what it is down there. Tried to crop it nicely, but it just didn't illustrate what was under there very well. Sorry the footage is a bit all over the place. There was actually heaps of suction moving you from the left to the right, in, out, scraping around rocks, all under that ledge, looking back up at that crack. How good's that? Well, there were quite a few dives off camera, and we were freezing by this stage. The trip down the cliff was pretty steep and challenging, so we came down with the bare minimum gear: mask, snorkel, fins. I had a vest with a hood, Elle had a rashie, and that's about it. Well, there you have it, folks. Return to the crack. Tune in for the next episode to see some of the journey across the Nullarbor Plain and the Great Australian Bight.